The smell of coffee is in the air. It must be time for another episode of The Art of Struggle. Welcome to another episode of my podcast called The Art of Struggle. You can hear me rant about art, video games, movies, pop culture, CGI, the industry, and much, much more. My name is Fatai, and I'll be your guide as we explore the world of CG, pop culture, and the people who make it all possible. Let's dive in. All right. If you guys dig the Hendrix shirt, let me know your favorite Hendrix song down below. All right, let's dive in. This week in VR news, CEO of Unity claims VR hardware hasn't seen a true consumer launch. So he was speaking with TechCrunch when what's his name? His name is John Riccitiello. I hope I'm pronouncing that, not butchering it. I feel bad because people butcher my name now. I get to do it to somebody else. But yeah. His name is John Riccitiello, and he's the CEO of Unity. And he had a few choice words about the VR industry, where it is right now, and where he believes it should go. So he's a TechCrunch, and they ask him a few questions about where he sees the future, or how, and he was just really, frankly, just being brutally honest about his feelings about it. And what he said is, pretty much, it hasn't seen a true consumer market. It's not consumer friendly right now. For one, it's super expensive right now. He says they're pretty much everything that you're getting out there right now, they're all pretty much glorified dev kits, in the sense that they're not fully fleshed out. The graphics aren't where they should be. You can't see your arms and legs inside of whenever you're in it. So he says it feels like it breaks from that truly immersive experience that you can get from these products. And to be fair, HTC and Oculus are trying to make headway in that sense, because currently, I think he's right in the sense that currently the technology is still super bulky. You're attached to like these wires. You look like the fucking Predator, and it's still very, very early, and it's like $600 or $700 for the headsets right now, for something that's like 1080. I think there's like recent ones that are coming out like 2K, 4K, but even then, nobody's making anything for that resolution anyway, so it's pretty much useless. So he's right in the sense that they're pretty much overpriced dev kits in that sense, but the thing is, they have to go through this phase to get to the phase that he's talking about, where they're consumer friendly. Because even when you think about launches for your bigger consoles or whatever, whatever it is, everything starts off, it's such a, think about what computers went through before they were in our homes. They were, tens of thousands of dollars to purchase, so it wasn't in our homes. It wasn't very consumer friendly, but it had to go through that stage for us to get it, have it, be able to, slim it down, make it more streamlined, and make it more affordable for us, because as we find out what the components cost to make and everything like that. So it's going to take a while before it gets to the level that he's talking about, but we need this phase. And that's, I guess, where I differ, is because, like, as a CEO, you should know that this is like just one of the phases that you have to go through to get to the level that you're talking about, where it's more consumer friendly. Because right now, yes, it is in the hands of just devs and commercial guys, but I mean, that's going to only be for so long. They're going to only use it for so long, and then when the hobbyists get it, when you make it easy enough, when you make the entry easy enough for devs or for indie guys and regular people to be able to attain it, you're going to get a massive spike in the creative content that's coming out, because now you've got hardcore modders who make the community better, people who are just going to come through and they're going to, like I say, hack the system. They're going to figure out a way to make the best stuff for it, So yeah, I mean, it's gonna have to go through that phase. So yeah, he said AR and VR content is mostly, to this day, been launched to developers. He added, name the content. It's not there yet. It's not a surprise that the commercial applications have preceded the consumer applications because, at least in my mind, we haven't seen a consumer launch yet. So yeah, he's just reiterating that this isn't consumer friendly. It's not. It's just not there yet. But we got to get there. The first computers weren't in our homes, bro. They were at large institutions, universities that could use them, places that could, labs and shit like that before they even got to us. So yeah, man, that's who's gonna, I'm sorry that you don't like the process of technology, but that's who can afford the tech right now, and they are gonna probably use it for however they want to, advertise whatever they're advertising for. So that's the way it's gonna go. So yeah, if you guys agree with the fact that VR isn't where it's supposed to be and it could get better, comment down below. If you've seen the craziest VR and you think, man, Ty, you don't know what you're talking about, VR is where it needs to be, it is there, then put a comment below and we'll debate. I can prove you wrong, but we'll debate. It'll be a lovely debate, an exchange of ideas, So yeah, I want to thank you for listening to another episode of this podcast. Let's talk quotes. Today's quotes are from one of my favorite books to read from time to time. I've read it before, but I like to, sometimes I'll just pick it up again just to get some good info out of it. And the book is by Marcus Aurelius. It's called The Meditations. It's a book that wasn't supposed to be published. It's like pretty much he was writing his diaries and somebody got a hold of him and said, whoa, you were going to burn this? Nah, we're going to have to put, so it wasn't something that he wanted out because of this idea of himself, because he called him, he was what I guess they would call a Stoic. And a Stoic is somebody who has these moral resolve to pretty much just weather everything. And, they're pretty much realists, very practical human beings, and they live in a certain code. And that code is not infringed upon because they are very Stoic people. Stoicism. It's a whole philosophy. It's a way of life. And I try to be Stoic. I'm not all the time, but, I try to be a staunch supporter of the Stoics. There's a few of them out there. Marcus Aurelius is one of them. Epicurus, I think, is another one. There's a few of them out there. Socrates is a Stoic. But yeah, so quotes from Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. He says, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. That's a good quote. He also says, dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourselves running with them. Put that picture in your mind and you can get to it. I'm going to leave you with this quote just because I feel like it's so powerful. He says, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. I want to thank you for listening to another episode of my podcast called The Art of Struggle. I want to remind you to keep on struggling, keep on keeping on. And when I say struggle, I mean struggle smart. Keep on drawing, keep on painting, keep on writing, keep on singing, keep on dancing, keep on programming, keep on doing whatever your art is. Keep on keeping on, because the life you want is on the other side of your struggle. All right? The life you want is on the other side of your struggle. My name is Ty. You can catch any of these episodes on YouTube. You can listen to them on podcast. And you can follow me on the social medias. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Okay. You guys just love sticking around, huh? Since you like sticking around so much, I'll give you another quote by Marcus Aurelius. And then after that, you've got to go. I mean, that's it. Like, you can't stay, you can't watch. There's nothing else to see. Nothing to see. All right. After this. All right. We're good. All right. Let me give it to you. Marcus Aurelius once said, if someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change. For I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. It is the person who continues in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed. So don't bask in your ignorance. Find out the truth, because the truth will set you free. I put that in there. Sorry, but yeah. All right, that's the last quote though. You gotta go now. Goodbye. I'm done. I got stuff to do. Things, works. I gotta type. I'm gonna pretend to type now. All right.